Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. We gotta get that on the table. Mic check 1, 2. All right, we good to go. It's shalom. Yahweh Hashem Abishai Barakatham, all the brothers. Yahweh Shemal the Thumba Hashem Abishai, all the sisters. It's a Durham, North Carolina Sabbath service. What's going Christ? Sound working? Preaching Officer Mahaya will be conducting as well as Officer Yanazar. You understand? So we're going to get straight into it, man. Brother, if you could blow the horn to commit the Sabbath service. Shine Christ. So Amidium, which means to stand. Wapaniyakodum, which means rise and face ease. We start off with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa,
Shabbat
Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Natanlenawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawum, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawath Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawath Yanawa, Wala. Tabi'aya Nawa. Banasaya 1. Abol. Hawashaya Nawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwath. Waha'ala. Wahatapara. Iwalumium. Aman.
In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Babakashah. Natanlenawa. Hakak. La Para'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Madawa.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak. Lahaqwiyam.
Hamathium.
Hakak. Al Rarakawath. Hatama'Allah. Lagarashun. Bahashem Yahawashi. The water Aman.
In English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai.
Why
Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim.
Matazabiyah.
Alawap Yahana. Alawapium. Asaranyam. Akwatazayanyam.
Hakoya yoyum.
Wahagwathian. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman.
In English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohanan. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it.
121st Psalm in Hebrew. Aisha. Ayanya. Al-Haharium.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah. Isaiah.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Shemayam. Wa'arataza. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Regalka.
Wagalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka. Hanala'a.
Hanala'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Aliyad.
Aliyad.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makaurai.
Makarai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Atnapashka.
Atnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazaatka.
Tazaaka.
Wawawaatka.
Wabawa'aka.
Mayatha.
Mayatha.
Wa'aid Iwalam.
Wa'aid Awalam. In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
The 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash.
Wa al-Thashakwat.
Wa al-Tashakwat.
Al. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Aimaka.
Yairayamwa.
Yairayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayada.
Yaitazawa.
Yaitazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magoya.
Magolia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Now I Tazawa.
Now I Tazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Barayath.
Barayath.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Aholia.
Aholia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashamai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawaba.
Mawaba.
Wahagariam.
Wahagariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
I'm a one.
Why am I one?
I'm a lock.
Why am I lot?
Palashat.
Palashat.
I'm Yashabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadjin.
Kamadjin.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan.
Bayan.
Da'ara.
Dara.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
Ladama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yabmawa.
Yabmawa.
Ka'arab.
Ka'arab.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazal.
Wakatazal.
Mana'ai.
Manai.
Kal Nasaya Kamwa.
Cow Nasai Kamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Af.
Af.
Na'awath.
Na'awath.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagogala.
Kagogala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanyararaka.
Lapanyararaka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Tabiaira.
Tabayaira.
Yaira.
Yaira.
Kalahaba.
Kalahaba.
Kalahat.
Salahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradapma.
Daradapma.
Basairaka.
Basairaka.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapathka.
Wapatka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabaholwa.
Wayabaholwa.
Aidya Aid.
Aid ya Aid.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadayawa.
Wayadayawa.
Kaya Atha.
Hayatha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Alya one.
Alya one.
Al-Kal Ha'arataza.
Al-Kaharataza. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off. from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, as Zabah and as Almunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let me put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. Shop means to be seated. Shine Christ. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get right back into it. Who is that, Yanzar?
The book of Genesis, chapter 46, and verse 3, sir.
Book of Genesis, chapter 46, and verse 3. You understand? For those at home, you want to tag along, you want to read along, just go to blueletterbible.org. You understand? Type in Genesis 46. Go a little bit down to verse 3. Press that blue button on the side that says tools. And it'll pull up the Assyrian Hebrew. This is what we'll be reading out of. You can read along, man. Whenever you're ready.
One car. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46, and verse 3 in the Hebrew. Wayamar, Anakia, Ha'Allah, Alahaya, Abiakar, Al, Fire Ra'ah, Marada, Matazariama, Kaya, Lagoa, no, Lagoya, Lagawa, Lagaya, Most High in Christ nation. Got a wall. Ashiamaka, Shum. Verse 4. Anakia, Arad, Imak, Matazariama, Wa Anakia, Ailaka, Gum, Aila, Wayasap, Yashayath, Yadwa, Al, Ayanayaka. Verse 5. Wayaquam, Yaiquab, Maba'ar, Shabai, Wayasha'awa, Banya, Yasha'ala, Ath, Yaiquab, Anakiahum, Wa'ath, Tapum, Wa'ath, Nashiahum, Ba'ayanaya, Salakia, Ba'ai Galawath, ashar. Shalak Parai La Sha'ath. And verse 6, Wayakwakwa Ath Makwanyahum Wa'ath Rakawasham Ashar Rakashawa Ba'aratazar Kanain Wayaba'awa Matazariama Ya'aikwab Wakao Zara Aiwa Athwa. Verse 7, Banyawa Wabanya Banyawa Athwa Banathiawa Wabanwath Wabanawath Banyawa Wakal Zara Iwa Habia Athwa Matazariama. Verse 8, Wa Allah Shemawath Salakia or Shemwath Banya Yasha'ala Haba'ayam Matazariama Ya'aikwab Wabanyawa Bakar Ya'aikwab Ra'auban. Verse 9. Yes. Come on, God. Wabanya Ra'auban Hanawak Wapala Wa'a Wakataza Rawan Wakaramya. This is the book of Genesis chapter 46 and verse 3 in the English. And he said, I am the Most High, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make of thee a great nation. Verse 4, I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again, and Joseph shall put his hand upon thine eyes. Verse 5, and Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father and their little ones and their wives in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. Verse 6, and when he took their cattle, and they took their cattle and their goods which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him.
It said Jacob and all his what?
All his seed.
Seed, it might be talking about, the seeds you put in the earth, right? You plant.
Sir.
No, that's what seed mean, though.
So not in this context, sir.
Exactly, man. It said Jacob and all his seed with him, man. Why? Because what's another word for sperm, man? Seed. You know what I'm saying? It's talking about what? Talking about the children that came from his loins, man.
Children and grandchildren.
His children, his grandchildren, man. Those are his seeds, man. You understand? But when we talk about seeds, when we talking about Christ, it can't be. He can't come from the lineage of David. No way. You know what I mean? That's like, no, Christians, they don't know this Bible, man. You know what I mean?
They don't want to know.
And then, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to know. It's easier to be a disgusting bastard when you make everything confusion. You know what I mean? When you confuse everything and you make it seem like everything is not clear and it sounds like it could be this and it could be that, that gives you, a straightforward path, an easy road to just do what you want to do. Because, hey, it's all confusion anyway. No one knows the truth. Nah, man, it's right here in this Bible, man. It's right here in these scriptures, man. You understand? This is another. I gotta add this to the precept book. You know what I mean?
And if I may, aside from the supernatural power of the Most High, there's no magic in this Bible at all. None at all. You understand?
I'm right, man.
You make up the magic.
Same way it wasn't magic when, hell, it wasn't even magic when the earth was forming. You know what I mean? Just molecules and chemicals coming together to form what we know as everything we have. Like, it's crazy, man.
A magician back then is the same as a magician now. He's a trickster.
Tricks.
There's only tricks, man. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And the more tricks they could do, the better magician they are.
Right.
Okay. Verse 7. So, come on, 7. Tools. Okay, it's loading. Hold on, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be one of them days.
Give it a refresh.
Yeah. The book of Genesis, chapter 46 and verse 7 in Hebrew. Banyawa, wa banya, banyawa, athwa, banya kayawa, ban usalakia, banathiawa, wa banyawath, banyawa, wakal, zaraiwa, habia athwa, matazariama. Verse 8. Wa Allah sham. Wait a minute. We read this already, didn't we?
Oh, you stopped at verse 9. Yeah. Pick up at verse
Khan, Salakia, sir. I said, man, these words look familiar.
10.
Okay. This is Salakia, y'all. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46 and verse 10 in the Hebrew. Wabanya Shema'aiwan Yamawa Allah Waya Mayan Wa Akad Waya Kayan Wa Tazakar Washa Awal Ban Hakana'ain Niyath. Verse 11. Wabunya Lowaya Garashawan Kwahath Wama Raraya. What's lucky? Wama Rarya. Wama Rarya. Verse 12. Wabunya Yahawada R wa zawa wa awanan wa. Let me check this. Salaki, give me a second. Wa awanam wa shalah wa parataza wa zarak waya math R wa awanan ba aratazar kanain waya hayawa banya parai katazar one wakam wall. Verse 13. Wabanya Yashakar Thawalai Wapawa Waya Wab Washamar one. Verse 14. Wabunya Zabalawan Sarad Wa Alawan Waya Waya call Waya call Allah. Verse 15. Allah Banya La'ah Ashar Yalada La Iquab Ba Padan Aram Wa'ath Diana. Or yeah, okay, Diana, that's Dina. Okay. Bathwa Cal Napash Banyawa Banawa Wathiawa Shalomyum. 16 is the last one. Verse 16. Wabunya Gad Taza Payawan Wakagia Shawanya Wa'a Tazaban Aria Ariwadia Wa Ariwado dia Wa'a Ra'alia. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46 and verse 10 in English. And the sons of Simeon, Jamuel, and Jamin, and Ohad, and Jasin, and Zohar, and Shaul, the son of a Canaanitish woman. Verse 11. And the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Verse 12. And the sons of Judah, and Onan, and Shelah, and Pharez, and Zerah. But and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Pharez were Hezron and Hamul. Verse 13. And the sons of Issachar, Tola, Phuvah, and Job, and Shimron. Verse 14. And the sons of Zebulun, Sered, and Elon, and Jalil. Verse 15. These be the sons of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob in Aram, with his daughter Dinah. All the souls of the sons and his daughters were 33. So from that one wife, he had 6 sons and 20, and we counted daughters. I don't know how many wives they had, but they had children and grandchildren that totaled 33. That from that one wife.
That's amazing.
Yeah. That's just 2 generations. I mean, 3 generations, actually. Verse 16. And the sons of Gad, Ziphion, Haggai, Shunai, Esbon, Iri, and Arodi, and Aralai. Okay, this is the book of Genesis. So we're the Most High chose us for reasons, because he made us. He knew we're fertile, we're strong, we're capable, and this is what he's showing right here. We producing, in just 3 generations. Well, really 3 generations. We went from 2 people to 70 in 3 generations. You understand? That's pretty good. Okay, because we didn't have abortions and birth control. We were fruitful to multiply. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46, verse 17. Wabunya Ashar, Yamana, Waya Shawa, Waya Shawaya Waba Raya Ai Wa Sharak Akatham Wabunya Baraya Ai Kabar Wama Lakia Allah. Verse 7:18, Salakia, Allah Banya Zalapa Ashar Nathun Labun Lala'a Bathwa Wathalad Ath Allah Laya Iquab Shasha Aishara Napash. Verse 19. Banya Rakal, that's Rachel. Ashath Yaiquab Yawasap Banyamian. Verse 20. Waya Walad Wayasap Ba'arataza Matazarium Ashar Yalada Lawa Asanath Bath Pawatia Parai or Parai Khan An Ath Manasha Wa Ath Aporium. Verse 21. Wabunya Banyaman Balai Wabakar Wa Shabal Gara'ah Wana Aiman Akia Wa Ra'ash Mapanyam Wakapanyam Wa Arad. 22 should be last. Yeah. Verse 22. Allah Karamaka Allah Banya Rakal Ashar Yalad Layaiquab Kal Napash Arabai Aishar. Verse 23. Wabunya Dan Kashayam. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46 and verse 17 in English. And the sons of Asher, Jimnah, and Ishua, and Isuai, and Beriah, and Sarah, their sister. And the sons of Beriah, Heber, and Malkith, or Michael. Malkael. And verse 18, these are the sons of Zipporah, whom Laban gave to Leah his daughter, and these she bare unto Jacob, even 16 souls. So from this one woman came how many children? 5 children and must be 9 grandchildren. Okay. 16 souls, man. Okay. And verse 19, the sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, Joseph and Benjamin.
Just to bask in this for 1 second, man. Like, how many people have actually had the pleasure, man, to meet a great grandparent? You know what I mean? Like, I know, my rib, her great grandma is still alive. She get to, she meet her, go talk to her every now and again. But I don't think we actually understand the the heaviness of that.
And the continuity.
You understand what I'm saying? The continuity, that's a perfect word. Like that is amazing. You know what I'm saying? Considering that we live lives now in a day and age where, hell, you lucky to see, 18. You're lucky to see 25. You're lucky to know your damn grandparents. Hell, you're lucky to know your mother and father. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have come a long way, man. And just to read about this, like, you know what I'm saying, how Jacob was able to see great grandchildren, like, just, you know what I'm saying, like his kids, like, that is just, it's beautiful, man. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're trying to get back to, man. We're trying to get that culture back.
Kind of
You know
one
what I mean?
sir, if I may, sir. I just want to say, like, this shows you that we're in the kingdom of the devils, man.
That's right.
Because it only things like this can only happen where we're so destroyed and our family structure is so destroyed, man. It has to be under the rule of the devil, man. This is the things that when I read these scriptures, these are the things that come to my mind, because what this brother just brought out is really heavy. I met one of my grandmothers. That's it. I never met either of my grandfathers. I never had no great grandparents at all. And my family was scattered all over the country. And when we came to New York, we were scattered all over this place. And now today, my children is scattered in 3 different states. So this is just the way, we are under the oppressor, you know what I'm saying? And like the brother said, we have to get back to this, the continuity of knowing who we are and being strong. The scriptures say in Apocrypha, choose a woman of your own tribe so you could be strong and give your children, I'm paraphrasing, the land for inheritance, man. You understand? We have to just come back to ourselves. General Hyman, if I may, was saying the other day, he was saying, like, yo, it ain't heaven if you don't have a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman. It ain't heaven, man. To marry these heathens is not going to be good for you. Salakia, sir. Like when you brought out the point about our family structure, like that shit really hit Salakia. It really hit home with me, sir. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize so much how our families are destroyed. And this is why we got our children out here running around like chickens with their head chopped off, man. No structure, no continuity, no real love. Understand? The Most High showing you love, you don't even know it, man. Love is correction. He correcting Israel. You're going to get corrected. You don't think so, but you watch and see. Salakia. Verse 20. And unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, which Asenath, the daughter of Potipharah, priest of On, bare unto him. Verse 21. The sons of Benjamin were Bela and Becher and Ashbal, Gera, Naaman, Athai, and Rosh, Mupim, and Hupim, and Ard. Man, Benjamin putting it in.
Going to work. Good night, Benjamin.
Goodness. Verse 22. And these are the sons of Rachel, which were born to Jacob. All the souls were 14. From her 2 sons came 14 souls. So that would be what? 12 grandchildren? 12 grandchildren. For them too. Okay. In verse 23, and the sons of Dan, Hashum. You see, that's why. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46, and verse 24, in the Hebrew. Wabunya, Napalia, Yakataza'ala, Wagawanya, Wayatazar, Washalom. Verse 25, Allah, Banya, Bal, Laha, Ashar, Nathan, Laban, Larakal, Bathwa, Wathalad Ath Allah, La Iquab, Cal, Napash, Shabai. Verse 26. Cal, Hanapash, Haba'ah, La Iquab, Matazariama, Yatazaya, Yarakwa, Malabad, Nashia, Banya, Yaiquab, Cal, Napash, Shashiam, Washash. Verse 27. Wabunya, Yawasap, Ashar, Lawa, Bamatazarium, Napash, Shunyam, Cal, Hanapash, Labayath, Yaiquab, Haba'ah, Matazariama, Shabaayim. Verse 28. Wa'ath, Yahawada, Shalak, Lapunyawa, Al, Yawasap, Laha, Warath, Lapunyawa, Gashana, Wayaba'awa, Arataza, Gashun. Verse 29. Wayamar, Yawasap, Marakabathwa, Waya'al, La Quara'ath, Yasha'ala, Abanyawa, Salakia, Abiyawa, Gashana, Wayara'a, Al-Yawa, Wayapal, Al, Tazawa, Ariyawa, Wayabad, Al, Tazawa, Iriyawa, Iwad. Verse 30. Waya Amar, Yasha'ala al Yawasap, Amawatha, Hapa'aim, Akira, Akaria, Salakia, Akaria, Ra'awathia, Ath, Panyaka, Kaya, Iwadaka, Kaya. 31 is the last. Verse 31. Wayama Yawasap Al Akiyawa La Al Bayath Abiyawa Aila Wa Agayada Wa Agayada La Para'ai Wa Mara Aliyawa Akia Waibayath Abiyah Ashar Ba'aratazar Kanain Ba'awa Aliyah. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46, verse 24. And the sons of Naphtali, Jazil, and Gunai, and Jezer, and Shalem. Okay. Verse 25. These are the sons of Bela, which Laban gave unto Rachel his daughter, and she bare these unto Jacob. All the souls were 7. Verse 26. All the souls that came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, besides Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were 66, which is 66. And the sons of Joseph, which were born him in Egypt were 2 souls. And all the souls of the house of Jacob which came into Egypt were 70, which is 70. Verse 28. And he sent Judah before him unto Joseph to direct his face unto Goshen. And they came into the land of Goshen. Now, people, unless you're in the Isupk, under Commander General Yohana, you won't understand this move was so important. This verse right here was so important because Joseph was very smart. You know, and I ain't understand this forever until I came to the truth. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. But Joseph was smart. He separated. They didn't go into the land where the Egyptians was living. He picked out a nice land and he sent his people, his family over to this land and separated them from the Egyptians, because even Joseph was the number 2 man. Remember, even though Joseph was the number 2 man in all of Egypt, the Egyptians wouldn't sit down and eat with him, man, because they hated us, man, until this day. And we're never going to forget that.
And it's not personal. It wasn't personal. It just we're a different race of people, man. You know what I'm saying? The same way that the oppressor tolerates us to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Tom will deal with you at work. He'll laugh and giggle with you. Hell, he may go out to get a beer with you. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna invite you to the house, you know what I'm saying, with his family and his kids and, make you his brother. You know what I'm saying? The real devils who understand their culture, understand where they come from.
That's right.
You understand? He's smiling, giggling in the face at work, but at home, he ain't think about you. He calling you Negro. He put you in the same category he put the rappers in. Same category he put the thugs and the killers in. They don't like you. They don't give a damn about us. And that's not personal. You know what I'm saying? Contrary to popular belief, that's the way the Lord wants it to be. We should be separate. We should eat at separate damn tables. You understand? Another major reason why we say integration, you know what I'm saying, was a mistake, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a death blow to Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, because the only way for us to prosper is for us to be on our goddamn own, man. You know what I'm saying? For us to be on our own and do our own thing, man. Even in the midst of heathens. You know what I mean?
The scriptures say if we had listened to God, we would have known peace forever, man. That's what the scriptures say. If we would have listened to him, because everything in this kingdom that we're living in now is opposite of what the Most High wanted for us, man. Like the brother said, he wanted us to be separate, holy. And this is what Joseph did here. He separated us from, we're not going to prosper under these people. Let's do our own thing. Joseph was wise enough to know that. You understand? And because that's the spirit of the Most High. You understand? We cannot be who we are mingled among these heathen, man. It ain't gonna happen. Most High gonna separate us too. Better believe it. Verse 29. And Joseph made ready his chariot and went up to meet Israel, his father, to Goshen, and presented himself unto him. And this is beautiful right here. And he fell on his neck and wept on his neck a good while. He ain't seen, how long? This is about 30 years or something. He ain't seen his father in 30 years. Now, this is his favorite son, one of his 2 favorite sons. Benjamin and Joseph was his favorites. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. And he ain't seen his son. He thought his son was dead. And he ain't seen his son in like 30 years or maybe more. And now he see his son. He got grandchildren now. You understand? and so now he's crying on his father's shoulder, man. You understand? Just to see that. We don't even see stuff like that no more, man. Right. We don't see that kind of love, man. But we got it in us, though.
Right. I'm saying, I'm glad you said. I'm saying that type of love is in us, because like you gotta fight that urge to embrace your family members, and you know what I'm saying, like that, because we're so destroyed, man, and just in such a distraught state that it seems wrong to embrace another brother, you know what I'm saying, or a sister like that as family. It seems like you shouldn't feel that way. You gotta fight the urge because of just how destroyed and the type of society that we live in. When really, man, we should cleave on to each other like that, man. And because we don't, that's why it's so much easier for us to give all of our love to the oppressor. If we gave all that love and that attention that we get to the oppressor, forgiving him and kissing his behind, and gave it to our own, you know what I'm saying, own family, own brothers and own sisters, man, we could heal ourselves overnight, man.
That's right.
You understand? We could fix our problems overnight if we gave the same compassion and was empathetic and sympathetic to all the situations and problems that we go through as a nation of people, man. Come on, man.
And loving people are never going to be right unless they're loving. You understand? It's I'm just trying to make it as simple as I possibly can, because when you read these scriptures, you see the beauty of this, man. Like, I've read this Bible before I came to the truth. I ain't understand none of this, man. I didn't understand what this love and all. I didn't, man. Let's be real. It's not the first time I see, but now when I read these things, I could feel the love, man. When we reading about this, and Joseph on his father, like it says that he put his head on his father's shoulder and he wept for a while, for a good while, man. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. You? That's all I'm saying. Verse 30. And Israel said unto Joseph. Now remember, he's calling him Jacob, but now he's calling him Israel. You understand? Because now they're about to be a nation now. The Israelites are born. And Israel said unto Joseph, all of you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, these are your progenitors. These people, these names we just read, those are the people that you're their seed. You came from them. And Israel said unto Joseph, now let me die, since I have seen thy face, because thou art yet alive. Think of this, if I may, sir. We're God's children, man. We've been away from him. And now we're returning back to him, man. This is the same thing in a sense to me. Like this son is returning to his father, man, after tribulations, being enslaved and worked, you understand, and used and abused, but now he's in rulership and he's back with his father, man. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be at the end. We're going to return to our father. You understand? That's all. That's what I'm living for, man. I'm serious, man. I'm not living for nothing on this earth, man. Nothing. I'm living to return, for Israel to return, man. That's it. That's my life. You understand? And that's why I'm in this school, because once we learn these things and learn why we're here, what the hell else are you going to do? What are you going to do but try to make it happen, man? That's what we're doing right now in this Sabbath service. Try to reach out to our brothers and sisters to make it happen. Let me shut up. Verse 31. And Joseph said unto his brethren and unto his father's house, I will go up and show Pharaoh and say unto him, my brethren in my father's house, which were in the land of Canaan, are come unto me. You see, he's keeping them separate, man. Like he said, I'm going to go tell Pharaoh y'all here. Y'all just chill here and I'll be back. Because they not going to love your family the same way they might love you. Right. It's just like on your job. The people on the job might act like they love you, but that don't mean they're going to love your family.
Come on, let's be honest, man. Pharaoh ain't loving him because, he got good conversations. You know what I mean? Loving because they're best friend. Remember, he locked the brother up. Forgot about the brother. You know what I'm saying? But that brother was able to what? He was able to provide good business for Pharaoh, man. The same way what? We able to provide good business in Esau's kingdom, man. As much as Esau hates us, he needs us for his kingdom to thrive, man. That's right. He needs all the blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians working in his McDonald's and his Bojangles and all his major corporations. Otherwise, what? It ain't gonna prosper. We are the number one consumers on the planet, man. Yet we're the poorest. Yet we're treated the worst. You understand why? Because the world don't run, America don't run on Duncan, man. It runs on niggas. That's right. It runs on blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. And without us, this place would be, old Western, you know what I'm saying, desert with the tumbleweed just floating past us, you know what I'm saying, the world.
And you would still be listening to Beethoven.
You know what I mean?
Got it. No, sir. This is verse. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46, verse 32. Wait a minute. Did I finish? No. Let me see. Yeah. Verse 32 in the Hebrew. Waha anashium ra'ai taza'an kaya anashia makwana hayawa wat taza anam wa bakarum wakal ashar lahum habia awa. Verse 33. Wayahaya kaya yakwara'a lakum para'ai wa amar ma'aishiakum. Verse 34. Wama ratham anashia makwana hayawa ibadiaka mana I warrior nawa wa aid itha gum anathia nawa gum abathia nawa but I bawar Thashabwa ba Aratazar Gashun Kaya Thawa Ibath Matazarium Kal Ra'ai Taza'an. Okay, next chapter. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 47, and verse 1. We're going to do 4 here. Right? 4. Come on. In the Hebrew. Waya ba'a yawasap. Waya gad la para'ai. Waya omar abiyah. Wa athia. Wa akia. Salakia. Wa taza anum. Wa bakwarum. Wa kal ashar laham. Ba'awa matazarium. Ma'aratazar. Kanain. Wahanam Ba'aratazar Gashun. Verse 2. Wama Kwataza Akyawa Lakwak Hamasha Anasium Waya Tazagum Lapunya Para'ai. Verse 3. Wayamar Para'ai al Akyawa Ma'aishakum Waya Amarwa al Para'ai Ra'ai Taza'an Ibadiaka Gum Anakinawa Gum Abiawathia Nawa. Verse 4. Wayama al Para'ai like a war ba Aratazar ba Anwa Kaya Ayan Mara'ai la Taza'an Ashar la Ibadiaka Kaya Kabad Hara'aib ba Aratazar Kanain wa Aitha Yashabwa Na'a Ibadiaka Ba'aratazar Gashun. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 46 and verse 32 in English. And the men are shepherds, for their trade hath been to feed cattle, and they have brought their flocks and their herds, and all that they have. Verse 33. And it shall come to pass when Pharaoh shall call you and shall say, what is your occupation? So he's preparing them. So when Pharaoh calls them, they don't like shepherds. They don't like, the Egyptians didn't like our lifestyles, let's put it that way. And he wanted to make sure that they knew our lifestyle so they wouldn't mix in with us. This was the wisdom that was going on with Joseph, man. He was very wise. He's the wisest man in the kingdom at that time. Word. So, verse 34, that ye shall say, thy servants' trade hath been about cattle from our youth even until now, both we and also our fathers, that ye may dwell in the land of Goshen, for every shepherd is an abomination unto the Egyptians. Point proved. An abomination, meaning they hated that lifestyle, you know, because they living the way the Egyptians was living, like, you understand, like everything was brought to them. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a dude from the city hate a country dude. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, that's a parallel. You understand? Because he don't like the country lifestyle, so he don't know nothing about it, so he hate it. Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 47 and verse 1. Then Joseph came and told Pharaoh and said, my father and my brethren and their flocks and their herds and all that they have are come out of the land of Canaan. And behold, they are in the land of Goshen. His brother, you know, every time I read, I appreciate this brother more. You understand? And verse 2, and he took some of his brethren, even 5 men, and presented them unto Pharaoh. He didn't bring everybody. Verse 3, and Pharaoh said unto his brethren, what is your occupation? And they said unto Pharaoh, thy servants are shepherds, both we and also our fathers. Verse 4, they said, moreover, unto Pharaoh, for to sojourn in the land are we come. For thy servants have no pastures for their flocks, for the famine is sore in the land of Canaan. Now, therefore, we pray thee, let thy servants dwell in the land of Goshen. Joseph, very wise. What he's doing is he's setting up the foundation for us to thrive in our lifestyle, for us to build. You understand? And boy, did we do it to the point where, if I may, they began to really hate us, man. And they wanted us out of there. But it's just like America. They wanted us out, but they couldn't live without us. So what did they do? They enslaved us. It's the same thing here in America. It ain't no different. The brother said that this place would fall if they took us. Man, they wouldn't have nothing in here, man, without us, man. Every nation is blessed through us, man, according to the scriptures, man. Understand? We're going to take back our power because we should have never given it away. We should have never gave our power to these other nations, man. That was our downfall. Understand? Salakia, let me go ahead. There's the book of Genesis, chapter 47 and verse 5 in Hebrew. Wayamar para'ai al yawasap la amar abiaka wa akyaka ba'awa aliyaka. Verse 6. Aratazar matazarium lapunyaka hawa'a bamayata bamayatab ha'aratazar hawashab ath abiaka wa'ath akyaka yashabwa ba'aratazar gashun wa'am yada'aith wayash bum Anashia, Hayol, Salakia Kayol, Washamatham, Sharia, Makwana, Al Ashar, Laya. Verse 7. Waba'a, Nasalakia, Waya Ba'a, Ya Wasap, Ath, Ya Iquab, Abiyawa, Waya Tamad the Hawa, Waya Tamad the Hawa, Waya Imad the Hawa, Waya Amad the Hawa, Lapanya, Para'ai, Waya Barak, Ya Iquab, Ath, Para'ai. Verse 8. Waya Mar, Para'ai, Al, Ya Iquab, Kama, Yamya, Shanya, Maya Yakka. No, Kaya Yakka. Kaya Yakka. In verse 9. Waya Amar, Ya Iquab, Al, Para'ai, Yamya, Shanya, Magawarya, Shalashiam, Wama'ath, Shana, Ma'ait, Wara, Ayam, Hayawa, Yamya, Shanya, Hayaya, Wala'ah, Hashia, Gawa, Ath, Yamya, Shanya, Hayaya, Abathia, Bayamya, Maga Warriorhum. Verse 10. Waya Barak, Ya Iquab, Ath, Para'ai, Waya Taza'ah, Malapanya, Para'ai. Was 11 the last one? Verse 11. Waya Washab, Yawasap, Ath, Abiyawa, Wa'ath, Akyawa, Wayathun, Lahum, Akazah, Ba'aratazah, Matazarium, Bamay Yatab, Ha'aratazar, Ba'aratazar, Waya Imadad, no, Salakia, Waya Imasas, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Para'ai. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 47 and verse 5 in English. And Pharaoh spake unto Joseph, saying, Thy father and thy brethren are come unto thee. Verse 6. The land of Egypt is before thee. In the best of the land make thy father and brethren to dwell. In the land of Goshen let them dwell. And if thou knowest any men of activity among them, then make them rulers over my cattle. You see? Yeah, y'all go ahead and do your thing over there. But if you got any good brothers that can do that work, let them work for me. You understand? Yep, it's just business, man. Verse 7. And Joseph brought in Jacob his father and set him before Pharaoh. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh. And verse 8. And Pharaoh said unto Jacob, How old art thou? Man, he looked kind of old. Wow. Verse 9. And Jacob said unto Pharaoh, The days of the years of my pilgrims are 130 years. Few and evil have the days of the years of my life been. Meaning he had a good life. That's what he's saying. He didn't have that evil in his life. He had a good life. and have not attained unto the days of the years of the life of my fathers and the days of their pilgrimage. Meaning he didn't live, his fathers lived longer than him. It says he didn't attain. I have not attained unto the days of the years of the life of my father. Meaning his fathers lived longer than him. You know, that was Abraham, right? Abraham 175 years, something.
Okay.
He was old. He lived, man. Like these brothers lived a long time because, you know, that's the way the Most High made. He didn't make like this little short life that we have, and a little, like the brother said, brothers and sisters are dying at 18 and 25, man. It is utter madness, man. Life is not just to live 20 years, man. You understand? You know, a fly lives about what, 3 or 4 days, and and he died. He serves his purpose. Your purpose was to live good, long lives, man. That's why you think this is a fairy tale when we tell you a man lived 960 years. You can't imagine it. How could you? You never seen it. You never seen your grandfather hug your father. You understand?
Seen him in the same room.
Word.
On the phone.
That's right. Verse 10, and Jacob blessed Pharaoh and went out from before Pharaoh. You see that? Jacob blessed Pharaoh. What does that mean? The greater blesses the lesser, man. You understand? So in the eyes of the Most High, Jacob is greater than Pharaoh. That's well.
Simple as that, man.
It's just okay.
You know,
cool.
simpler than that.
That's right.
They portray a good image in our eyes. We feel as though we're lesser than why they own every goddamn thing. They own everything. They got all the money. Everything is patented by them. We got to go through them for everything. But in the eyes of the Lord, like the brother just said, man, that this place only flourishes and thrives off of us, off of our energy, man. You know what I'm saying? Off of our works. That's how you know we're better than them, man. The less, you know what I'm saying, we bless them. You know what I mean? We make their kingdom great, even though we're the servants in this place.
You know, I heard Commanding General Yohana Salaki, sir. I heard Commanding General Yohana say a long time ago, well, not that long ago, he said that a Israelite crackhead is better than any heathen on the planet Earth. Man. Right. And that was profound to me. But now I understand why. Because we're the children of God, the chosen, the children of God. Understand what that means, man. It's real. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't taking no backseat to nobody at all. And the only place you can do that is in Isupk. We concert. Okay, verse 11. And Joseph placed his father and his brethren and gave them a possession in the land of Egypt, in the best of the land, in the lands of Ramses, as Pharaoh had commanded. That was 47 and 11.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to clip it up right there. You know, we'll clip it up. We'll clip it right there. You know what I'm saying? So next week we're going to pick up at Genesis chapter 47 and verse 12. You understand? Keep diving into our history, man. Keep diving into this knowledge and learning this truth. You understand? Of course, confounding all religions and ideologies on the face of this earth while we do it, man. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know what I'm saying? Just up here, I'm Mightium, which means to stand. We could go to home. Men of Israel, gird thyself to prepare to salute the Torah. All right, so Amadium, which means to stand. Wapaniakwadum means rise and face the east. Start out with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Ba'aratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Nathanawa.
Nathanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawum.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawafnawa.
Kabawapnawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawafyanawa.
Kabawapyanawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabi'ayanawa.
Tabi'ayanawa.
Banasaya 1.
Banasaya 1.
A ball.
A ball.
Hawashayanawa.
Habashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwith.
Hamalakwith.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahathapara.
Wahatapara.
La'aiwalamyam.
Liabilinium.
Aman.
Amen. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahweh Shai.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Baba Kashah.
Baba Kashah.
Latanlanawa.
Latandanawa.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Para'ah.
Lar Pa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Kal Marawa.
Wakal Marawa.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Alatahar.
It's like
Oh, Salaki.
Mhm.
Makala.
Maka-
Makala.
Makala.
Wakal Marawa.
Wakal Marawa.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Har Matazarayam.
Hamatazarayam.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Lahaquium.
Lahaquium.
Hamathium.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakat.
Al Rarakal Wath.
Al-Rakar Wath.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama Allah.
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Dawada Aman.
Dwara Aman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
This is the prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh.
Why Yahweh Shai.
Why Yahweh Shah.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Why Mayaka Allah.
Allahayim.
Why Allahayim.
Matazabaya.
Matazabiyah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawapium.
Halawapium.
Hasaranyim.
Hasaranyim.
Kotazayanyim.
Hakotazayanyim.
Koyoyoyim.
Hakoyoyoyim.
Waha Akwatian.
Wahagwathian.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Dwara Aman.
Dwara Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you, so be it.
121st Psalm in the Hebrew. Aisha.
Aisha.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Hahariam.
Al-Hahariam.
Ma'ayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izaria.
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 Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'aratazar.
Wa'aratazar.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Wagalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Anala'ah.
Hanala'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Aliyad.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayallah.
Balayallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Yashamarka.
Kalra.
Makarah.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Kaza'atka.
Kazaaka.
Wabawa'atka.
Wabawaka.
Ma'atha.
Ma'atha.
Wa'aid Iwalam.
Wa'aid Abalam. In English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore.
The 83rd Psalm in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Dami Alaka.
Al-Dami Alaka.
Al-Fakarash.
Al-Fakarash.
Wa Al-Fashakwat.
Wa Al-Bashakwat.
Al. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Iwayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Imaka.
Al-Imaka.
Irayamwa.
Yairayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Yaitazawa.
Yaitazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakida.
Wanakakida.
Magoya.
Magolia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yashala.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawaitazawa.
Nawaitazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Barayath.
Barayath.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Waholia.
Aholia.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashamai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagariam.
Wahagariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
I'm a one.
Waimawan.
I'm a lock.
Waimalak.
Palashaf.
Falashaf.
I'm Yashabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawu.
Tazawu.
Gam Ashawu.
Gam Ashawu.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Aimam.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aishalaham.
Aishalaham.
Kamadjan.
Kamadyan.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'a.
Sarah.
Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kwayashwan.
Koyashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan.
Bayan.
Da'ara.
Dara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La'adama.
Ladama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yabmawa.
Yabmawa.
Ka'arab.
Ka'arab.
Wakazaba.
Wakazaba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabat.
Wakatazol.
Wakatazol.
Mana'ai.
Manai.
Kawanasaya Kamwa.
Cow and a say come what?
Ashore.
Ashore.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Nayarasha.
Nayarasha.
Lanawa.
Nanawa.
Af.
Af.
Na'awa.
Na'awa.
Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagogala.
Kagogala.
Kwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Lapanya.
Raraka.
Raraka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Tabi'aira.
Tabayaira.
Ira.
Yaira.
Kalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Harayam.
Harayam.
Khan.
Khan.
Daradapma.
Daradapma.
Basa Iraka.
Basairaka.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapathka.
Wapatka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panya hum.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Walawan.
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawah.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Wayabaholwa.
Wayabaholwa.
Aidja'ai.
Aidja'ai.
Wayakaparawa.
Wayakaparawa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayabadwa.
Wayadayawa.
Wayadayawa.
Kaya Atha.
Kayatha.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahawa.
Yahawah.
Labadka.
Labadka.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Yawan.
Al-Kalha-Aratazar.
Al-Kaharatazar. In English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. And be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, and the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes, Azabah and Azalmunah, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as a fire burneth a wood, and as a flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh, let them be confounded and trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth.
Men of Israel, imagine turn your face to teach men of Israel. Imagine Shabbat. We give the teacher one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Imagine Matah.